Yo, what up? It's Dope Boy. And before we get started with anything, welcome to my reaction channel. Today I'm gonna be reacting to a couple videos. So remember, whatever I say on here is my opinion. If y'all rock with it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Now, before I forget, if y'all see a little logo at the bottom left screen, don't mind it. It's just the app I use to edit these videos off of, my iPhone, because that's what I'm recording with right now. Sometimes you gotta work with what you got. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, today we're gonna get started with Vlad reveals his R. Kelly interview that he can't put up on his, social media platform. We're gonna see why. I'm pretty sure this shit's gonna be wild because, R. Kelly, the shit that nigga's been accused of lately, not accused of, what he got convicted for, or whatever, however the fuck you say it. We're about to get into it. So let's see what juicy details this motherfucker Vlad got to say. Damn, hold up.
The Vlad TV. How come you still do interviews? Because I know you have a staff.
Yeah. I am still the biggest, talent and the biggest draw on Vlad TV. Like, shout out to Sean Prez, people like Sean Prez, people like Cavario, people like Coach PR, people like,
Okay.
There's lots of other interviewers.
I rock with his Louis Vuitton hat. That shit
How
hard.
do you feel about that show?
I like the show.
I like his.
I like the show. I think it needs to develop still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think Havoc needs to talk more.
Havoc needs to talk about it.
Havoc?
Or he needs to be doing
Shout out to
something.
Havoc.
Or he needs to be doing
From
something.
Mobb
Something,
Deep?
right?
Is that who
Like,
he's
make
talking
a beat on the
about?
side with some
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end, he presents the beat.
Something's gotta be happening. Something's gotta be happening.
He needs to talk.
If he was making the beat,
Right. And at the end of the interview, he's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. Plus, me and Saigon go back like 20 years. Before, during my mixtape days.
Y'all let me know who that is. I don't know who Saigon is.
But I am still, like, people still, for whatever reason, people still want to hear my voice in interviews. You know what I'm saying? People like the other
Right,
interviews.
it's not
but they
the
get a
same
little disappointed
without
it's not my
Vlad
voice.
on
So
interviews. I
when
be
traffic
feeling
starts
weird,
to
like,
dip a
hold
little
up.
bit, I gotta step
Who's this
in
bitch
and
interviewing
get
this
things
rapper
popping
and shit?
again. And certain
But,
guests,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not the same
like
without
me and
Vlad.
Boosie
That's what
have
I'm
to
trying to
be
say.
Vlad and Boosie. Vlad and Tony Yayo, Vlad and TK Kirkland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there's certain combinations that are explosive, that
That's
work
true.
real big, and at the end of the day, I still have a passion for it.
Yeah.
So I would like to
That
not
Tony
have to do the
Yayo
regular
interviews,
guests all
them
the
shits be
time
going
and
hard
so
as
forth, but
fuck.
that drives a lot
I'm
of
not
traffic.
gonna
But
cap.
I am still very excited to do Smokey Robinson, Teddy Riley, Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Oh, man, he's
you know,
naming the legends
people
right
that
now,
I really
man.
was listening to before I ever got
Legends.
into the industry. So there is still like a strong desire to really sit there and talk to that person. Like, I just did Robert Kiyosaki, who did Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, man.
A book that I read. I did Neil deGrasse Tyson yesterday. You know what I'm saying? People who I admire, who I would love to just pick their brain and really see how they answer certain questions and learn certain things from them. And
Or
the
you
fact
probably
that
just a cop,
we could do
motherfucker.
it on camera and leave it.
Nah,
for
I'm fucking
generations
with
to
y'all,
come,
but
and
everybody
it
be
turns
saying
into
that Vlad a
monetary
cop,
thing and so
but
forth. Like, I'm always gonna enjoy.
Let's see
enjoy it.
from
You
what
know
he's
I mean?
saying,
But
his
certain
point
things
of
are
view.
done just to keep the business rolling, to make sure my employees still have work to do and so forth.
you had any big artists you had to turn down?
I just, we have an R. Kelly interview that we're not gonna put out.
That's the one right
Yeah, I
here.
interviewed R. Kelly in jail, in prison. a
In
week
prison?
ago.
Oh,
Why are you
this shit was recent then.
Because the interview that I wanted to do was not what he wanted to do. He wanted to lay out this conspiracy theory and bring in people and name certain people who I don't even want to associate with and that type of thing. And he wants to push that whole kind of situation. And for me, it's like, I just don't want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
He don't want the
he's
smoke.
implicating
He don't want to help us figure out what the fuck R.
in-
Kelly did,
in
man.
the conspiracy.
Well, we know what he
bringing
did,
him
but
down.
whatever R. Kelly's trying to bring
And
to light,
he's not taking.
save him, whatever.
He's not saying I'm guilty of any of this shit.
Well, he didn't get into all that, but he was trying to say that part of the reason why he's in jail is because these
Because
people
of
were
so and
against
so,
him this, that, and the third. We didn't talk about any music. We didn't talk about any of his hits.
Wow,
We didn't talk about
none of
We
that.
just talked about that because you only get 15 minutes,
Right.
on the jail phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like,
Unless you tapped in.
yeah, right, which I don't think he is. You know what I'm saying? And like, so we did this 15 minutes.
My
and,
guy said it.
you know,
I
was
don't
dealing
think
with
he
someone
is.
that was close to
Look at
him
them
that
laughing
set
in the
it all up,
background,
and I'm
like
just
they caught that shit too.
This is just not the interview I want. You know what I'm saying? So I told him I'm not going to put it out. I'd mentioned that I have it. You know what I'm saying? I think me and DL Hughley talked about it in our show, and we're talking about it again. But I'm not going to put out that interview. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's not putting
Was
it out.
You know, but it really
Don't
is.
want
R.
the
Kelly,
smoke,
like-
Was
man.
there anything in it that you felt like?
I mean, there's some stuff about his health in the beginning that was, like he's having like blood clots, and he was talking about how he had a cast on his leg and they wouldn't remove it, and he had to like use like a stick to like break the cast himself to remove it. And they finally removed it. They gave him some blood thinners and and so forth. So like he had some like a health scare in there, but it was like, since I'm not putting out the other part, I didn't want to just put out this part, and it was just
Yeah. So I mean, was he in good spirits, or was it like a?
I know
No,
from the
that dude high as
he
fuck.
sounds like
The
he's,
one next to him.
Fucked up in prison, which is understandable. You go from
It's kind of what
the
happens.
very
in prison.
height to now being in a dirty cell.
See how that motherfucker got his eyes like.
Potentially forever. You know what I mean? Potentially forever, because what did he get, like 40 years or something? Something
Yo,
insane.
that's a wrap. He ain't coming
yeah,
out.
Yeah, man. And ultimately,
40 years
Um,
to
Did you get a
however
chance to
old
talk
he
about
is,
the
that's a lot of
records
motherfucking
that
time.
you
no.
Might as well stay in there,
like
man.
he there was an agenda that he wanted to do from this interview. He had all his notes
He
laid
probably
out.
didn't want to talk about music at all.
No.
Oh yeah,
there was
I know
like,
how that is.
okay, this is what happened, blah, blah, this person was involved, and this person was involved, and this is what they did to me, and this is how they turned against me.
He had all that shit planned out before they even called his ass.
Well, all of it could be true, but it's really not my job to put myself in
But you the
middle of
cops.
this.
How is that not your
You see what I'm
job?
saying?
Right, because
Because I can't really verify any of it, and he's naming specific
You the
people
feds,
and
Vlad.
so
You
forth,
the
and it's
feds.
like,
Come on, man.
now
We
I'm
know
gonna have
what's
to
up.
be potentially liable for the people he's naming, and
Might
and
flag
I don't
your
like
page.
some of these people like that he's naming, and you know what I'm saying. I don't have good relationships with them anyway, so it's like I'm cool. Just
Well,
not. This is not the R. Kelly interview I wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's just like
How did you want it to go?
like a life story. Like, yo, how did you start doing music? Let's talk about your hit records. How did this come together? How did that come together? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, just like we were offered.
His
we were,
mindset ain't there right now.
Yeah.
he's.
Yeah.
And I can understand why. Like we were offered a Kanye interview, and the idea behind that interview, my plan was to say I don't want to talk about the religious shit, I don't want to talk about the conspiracy shit, I want to talk about your music, what you're going to be remembered for. That was going to be the plan, but they canceled the interview like right before it happened. There was a bunch of interviews. He was supposed to be like No Jumper as well.
Damn.
That one.
Vlad was just trying to
so it's
rewrite
like,
history to not make
and
it
at the
seem
end of
so
the day,
bad
like,
for your
example,
ass,
like,
like Kelly.
Some female.
But I get it. He had other interviews. He's
employees
like, come on, Vlad, you gotta keep
also
that shit
kinda have a
going,
problem,
man. Come on.
With this, the R. Kelly thing potentially coming out, because at the end of the day, it's like, I believe that he did it, right? Like we all
He
saw that
says
tape
he
that
believes he
circulated
did it.
back in the early 2000s. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, was there some conspiracy? Possibly, but does that negate the reality of what happened?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was he really messing with underage girls? Yes, I think he was.
Right.
I think he was messing with Aaliyah.
He
when she
probably
15.
was.
Right. I
Shit.
think he impregnated Aaliyah.
Probably
You know,
was.
I think he had the girl in the video. I think that was an underage girl. Like, you know, I mean, like years later. after
We'll never know.
the news
Leave
came
that
out.
up
So
to
it's
the
just like, do I
detectives.
wanna
Leave that up to
help
whoever
to
does
free
that,
someone
man.
like this? No, I don't.
Right.
I don't.
Whoever does
You know,
this type of job, that's what I meant.
Some example.
Nah, and what I'm about to say is in no way a defense to all that, but
What's he finna say now,
I
man?
guess some of these laws like wouldn't work retroactively, because if you look in the history of like a lot of artists,
Oh, like Jerry Lee Lewis and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley,
Yeah.
another one, Like these.
You know
guys
something?
were-
The Elvis Presley story, and this is not in defense of Elvis Presley, but there's always the story that like he got with his wife when she was 50.
Damn, my bad, yo. Fucking ass. I need to get back on my YouTube Premium because they be fucking my shit up, man. I swear. Nah, but we finna get back on this soon. Don't worry. We'll just go through these ads real quick. I'll probably edit this out. There we go.
With his wife when she was 15. They met when she was 15, but he actually got married when she was 21. Yes. So there's that. People try to equate the two.
Was he
Whoa.
smashing in between the tongue? That's
Right.
the question.
That's the
You know what I mean?
question.
Like,
Exactly.
Right.
Marriage
We
to
know
what
what it
matters.
is.
But I was gonna say there's a dude that advertised with us that just came home from jail with R. Kelly.
Okay.
He was locked up with him in the feds, and he's going on different platforms like telling the story that R. Kelly wants him to tell out here. I had a long conversation with this dude. He's like, yo, I need to come to Mav show, this, that, and the third. And I'm like,
yeah,
bro, I don't.
What's the story that's being
It's
said?
just it's him like pitting certain industry figures.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna say their names, bro.
All right, tell me, I'll say.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Text me
10,
right
bro.
now, so I can.
He said, text me this
Serious
shit
because
right
he
now.
had
I'm about to
relationships with
expose
these
all
people.
this.
It's
Targeting
like-
your enemy.
But he's targeting. He's
No, that
targeting.
was
My
good.
enemy. I got enemies. Who?
Someone that you don't like.
Yeah.
And he mentioned them earlier.
Well, we
It's-
getting
it's-
specific
You know,
now.
yeah, and what he's
I
trying to
didn't
do
say
is he's making a basis.
Everyone's like,
he's
Yeah, my
making
guy's
a basis
face.
saying that his case was illegal. He's not fighting it on the thing that he's innocent. He's fighting it on the stance that they illegally searched and obtained stuff to convict him.
yeah.
And that's
yeah,
what he's
listen
saying
to
that
that
I'm
guy.
trying to get out.
He knows
trying
what
to-
he's
right.
talking
Well,
about, man.
All right, what he did was wrong. But if you're going to convict him by the law, the same law he's saying that you convict him by, is you got to do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's so tough when these type of subjects come up because I'm realizing, guilty or not, there's been so many cases of,
I could think of one right now.
You know, just
OJ. OJ
I'm gonna
Simpson.
say this without offending
Therefore
anybody.
say,
this
I'm
is
not black,
like the
I'm
hardest shit in
OJ.
the world.
Okay.
Like you think about what Jonathan Majors is going through, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. More
I don't
women
even know who that is. Y'all let me know down below.
Cooperating
But this is
Jonathan
what I'm
with the
saying.
police.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Pylon.
All of a
it's a
sudden.
pylon.
Pylon.
Is it a play for the bag?
Yo, that shit was good right there. Now, y'all don't forget to like this video, share it, and let me know what y'all want me to react to next. Alright, I'll see y'all next time.